Alright, let's see what I can make a video on. Oh my god. Okay, so if you couldn't tell by that entrance, I have a lot of things to talk about for this community. Because I don't know what happened, but in the last 4 days, the amount of things that happened were equivalent to like 4 weeks. It is crazy. So let's start off with, well, let's just start off with what happened first. So firstly, my event got verified, and it pretty quickly got placed on the team, and it's a number 4. Originally, this was kind of a skeptical placement. Most people wanted it to be a little bit lower, and by that I mean like difficulty-wise, people thought it was less difficult than it was. But after some people tried to practice run it, it was a lot harder than what people actually thought it was. Here's a few clips.
Alright, let's play some Mighty Where. I'm just gonna practice a little bit, you know? That's kind of difficult. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. I can Okay, what is that?
But before we keep going, I have a collab with Epikgamer2011, and he's just going to talk about why this level's actually so difficult. Because I looked at it too, and I was actually skeptical at first of why it was difficult, but I talked to him for a bit, and he... Well, I'm just going to let him talk.
Okay, so it doesn't look like it would be hard, right? I thought it would be pretty easy as well. But when I played it, the gameplay was really awkward. No, not really awkward. It's very unique, though. I must admit. Like, that beginning, Black Orb spam is really difficult. There's also a frame perfect right before it. That doesn't make it any easier. The ending dash click, it's actually a lot harder than it looks. Like, that looks easy. It's not. That took me so many attempts to do the first time. But it's just awkward gameplay. It doesn't really flow that nicely, so that makes it so you have to concentrate better and makes it so nerves happen a lot near the end. I didn't have much progress on it, but this is just what I'm saying as an experienced Geometry Dash player, okay? So yeah, that's my little explanation.
So if you can tell by that, this level is a lot harder than a lot of people thought it was, okay? I mean, the only real 2 people that are trying to verify this at the moment is Hatboggle and Doogstore. Hatboggle... He's doing good in the middle of the level, but the person who has the most progress is Doogstore. But that's probably because he's wave carried. He's very wave carried, yeah. And that is the only reason why he probably got that one. No offense, Doogstore, you're a great player. But I'm only thinking this because the beginning of the run had a pretty hard wave section that most people would not even try. So I'm pretty sure that's why I got that run, because he had the possibility of having really good attempts easily. So yeah, no, it's a little bit. Let's move on to the next one, which is the... So this drama is a little bit less known in this community. So this happened all when this guy, Noldon10, I talked about him in an earlier video, verified Ohio Sigma. And, well, he had a little bit of a... He thought that it was a little bit more difficult than it actually was. And in his description of him being the first victor of this level, it's a relatively low level, but it hasn't really had any victors yet. Besides Golden 10, which is recent. And he said this. This level is way too hard for only around top 50. It's clearly much harder than Premonition Fear, which is a top 30, but probably easier than Mighty Rat. Premonition Fear is more spam than actual difficulty and timing, so compared to this level, the ball power has a ton of insanely late or early clicks, in which make it so hard, even though I only gave it a 4 on the scale. It's because it wasn't obstructed gameplay or spam, compared to the power that I gave an 8, which is a memory power near the end. By the way, that means like it's top 2 or 3 difficulty. It 100% deserved at least top 15. As much as it was fun to play, and it definitely didn't take me very long, it's still an insanely hard level that deserved much higher on the list. End quote. So, what does this mean? I'm not gonna go off on a rant. I'm just gonna like say, this means Ohio Sigma got changed on the leaderboard relatively a little bit after, Jesus, just a little bit after that statement, and it got placed. Where is it? There it is. Okay, it got placed at 11th. But yeah, it's the end of that drama. Okay, so what happened after is, well, I forgot to tell you, because this is actually a new thing too. Lamination Fair got verified by Northern 10. I know it's kind of implied that he already did, but, you know, my bad. I forgot to mention that earlier, so I'm just going to say it really quickly. Okay, and all of these are just going to be verifications of things that happened. Number 2, North Silent Madness got its first victor. Aidenopolis Buffed got its first victor. Both of these by Epikgamer2011. Had to say that Aidenopolis Buffed was easy, just spam. And if you don't know, that is a top 10, and North Silent Madness is the hardest level in the game. So, man, that's pretty cool. Then Zinc finally got a channel. It took him long enough, man. And then he beat North Silent Madness. Well, he already did. He uploaded a video of it. And then he beat Pick a Path by Northern 10. But I just kind of like said some speed things. It's like the only rest of the things that I wanted to talk about. So that's about it. Yeah. This took me not really that long to make. I just procrastinated at the time now. So have a good day. And bye.